Very superstitious. Writing on the wall. Hey, man, I want to take this opportunity to come out to you and all of our followers and all of our viewers.
I knew it.
I am an EcoSexual, and if you don't know what that is, it means a man that shares love with a tree or something in the ecosystem. I'm guessing that can include animals. I hope not. But I ran across, I was scrolling X, and X is the Wild West, and you see wild things. So I don't know how true it is, but I thought it was funny. If you want to pop that graphic up,
Yeah, go ahead and snap.
the headline.
Dang.
So a woman identifies as ecosexual and says she's in a relationship with an oak tree. So
Okay.
that's pretty self-explanatory. I don't know how involved or how in-depth this relationship is. I don't know if you can marry. Like, can you legally marry a tree?
Depends on
But
what state, I imagine. I have a few
I would
questions.
I would imagine it would depend on the species as well. But
Yeah.
the first thing that came to mind is like, what's the tree thinking about all this?
He has no say, or
The tree has no say.
Who knows if it's a he?
I mean, I don't know what this woman. I'm guessing this woman probably is rubbing up on a tree, enjoying her
Yeah.
time with the tree. But the oak is like, hey, I got a girlfriend. All right, that cherry blossom over there, and I didn't consent to this. Is anybody going to step in? Where's Scott Wiener? Where's Scott Wiener to advocate for the oaks, dude?
He's nowhere to be seen. It is this tree on her property? Do you have details of the story? Is the
I
tree
don't.
on her
Literally,
property?
this is. I don't even know how true this is, but I just thought it was hilarious. And honestly, in the parlance of our time, I buy it. I believe that it's true.
I unfortunately do believe it as well. Do you remember the story of the guy that was having a relationship with his car?
Yeah,
Did you ever see the follow up on that?
you got run over.
No, dude. He took his car to get fixed somewhere at a mechanic, and then whenever he came back, unfortunately, the car was destroyed. But they
So
showed
he's
it.
a domestic abuser.
No, what I think it is the mechanics knew that he was a creep, and they destroyed his car, dude, because it looks like they hit it with pipes and stuff.
No, dude, that's the excuse he came up with. He got
Oh.
drunk with his boys one night, came home, was like, "Why is there never dinner on the table when I get home?
I don't think he
I
has.
work
boys,
hard. I
dude.
work an 8-hour day, and I come home and I expect my car to make me a nice meal, and I got to put up with your bullshit."
Dude.
And he probably just, probably got a little handsy, dude. And that's the excuse. But that's my question with this: if you're in an ecosexual relationship, and your significant other is an oak tree, what are the like spats that you get into? It's like like is she jealous? Is the fact that this oak tree is next to a pine, is that a problem? It's like, I saw you looking at that pine's ass.
Yeah.
Like, and then it's like, well, maybe the oak tree's like, you know what? I want to be in an open relationship. I want to see other trees. I'm not saying I don't love you. I'm not saying I'll bring him back home and I won't communicate to you like, that I'm going out with a pine tonight, or, a sagebrush was looking really good at the club. I had one too many saps, and we hit it off, and we did it at the motel, and then she's like, oh yeah, well, I'm going to cheat on you with a ground squirrel. This is Chippy, and we met at the club.
Damn.
And we were dancing all night, and I stepped in, and like, we hit it off. And then it's like the cops are called because they're getting loud, right? And they're in the middle of a park, and all these parents are there. They're taking their kids, and they're having a picnic, and they're screaming at each other. Of course, it's one-sided because the oak can't talk. so the only thing you hear is this shrill woman just screaming at this oak tree about infidelity and how, like, I thought we were gonna grow old together. And the oak tree's like, bitch, have you seen the rings? I am old. I've been around for 200 years, okay? And it wasn't until the last 10 years that I had to put up with you crazy humans that are becoming ecosexuals. Like, in the 90s, this shit never happened.
It's insane, dude.
It's insane, but I would
So
love...
I saw you sapped on that other girl.
She's all, you've been sapping all day. And you know what? I know you've got secret saplings with another... With a lilac bush.
If I find that
'Cause they
squirrel
smell
deep
good.
inside of you again, I swear we're over.
Listen, if you don't cover your naughty holes, all right, put your limbs away. Look how erect your limb is right now. All right, they're all over the place.
Maybe
They're
she just
calling
never
out.
had a man that was rock hard like this tree, dude.
Dude, she just saw that tree and was like, "Oh my god!"
Oh,
I had been looking for so long. This lady's probably divorced. She probably gave up on men and was
probably.
like, "Yeah." Well,
Wait till
I
she
don't know.
finds out he's Republican, dude.
Oh, dude, he's like, "Hey, babe, I voted for Trump. All right, I just want change. I'm tired of the system. All right.
So are you listening to Matt Walsh again?
She's like, yeah, I'm a Ben. He's like, yeah, I'm a Ben Shapiro guy. All right, I don't agree with all of his stuff, but he's got, yeah, sure, he's close to Israel. But guess what? Like, he's smart.
I don't
He's
agree with
smart,
everything
babe.
he has to say, but I do
I don't
find
have
his
to.
opinion.
I'm not a single issue tree. All right, I don't vote based on one. Have you seen the lack of forestry that's going on? We got to vote different. This country's going to hell. All right,
vote different.
It wasn't this way with Grover Cleveland. All right, when I was a young man.
Dude.
Dude.
Can you get? Will there ever be a follow up to this? Are we able to
I'm gonna
find
search
out
it out.
who
I'll
she
search
is?
it out tonight. I'll go to ChatGPT and have it search it for me. I wrote a sketch once that was about a park ranger coming home and finding his wife in bed with Smokey the Bear.
I remember that one. That was good.
This reminds me of that, where it's like, you know, like or maybe like she wasn't divorced. Maybe her husband like went out to the park one day for a jog and he just saw his wife grinding up on an oak tree and he's like, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" And she's like, "Sorry, Howard, I'm an EcoSexual. Like, you just don't do it for me. I've been trying to tell you that things have been different and you don't listen." So
he
didn't even see the. He's like, "I thought the splinters in your ass were from those That's what you told me. They were from the bleacher seats at Timmy's game. All right, I didn't know you've been hitting it with an oak tree."
Now, I do wish that there was another picture of the tree, and it would be really funny if there was like a sawed-off branch that was like 3.5 feet from the ground.
Dude, that's the oak tree's like, "Listen, babe, all right, I got a lot of needs. Have you seen how many limbs I have?
Yeah.
You only satisfy one of my limbs. All right, and then that's like in the winter, you're nowhere around. As soon as my leaves die off and fade, like you're
gone.
You take off. All right. So yeah, like if I hook up with some woodpeckers from time to time, you know what? That's my choice. And yeah, I listen to Matt Walsh. Okay, Andrew Tate. All right, he's got some good ideas. Sure, he's a human trafficker. Whatever.
Prove it.
Prove it. Like, you believe the Romanian government, as they're not corrupt? What have the Romanians ever done? His brother's smart. Okay, they have Lamborghinis.
There were already cam girls. He just made them more profitable.
The oak tree's like, I also have an OnlyFans. Yeah, it's called Only Limbs. Okay.
Ooh. I hope this story
Dude,
ends...
maybe that's a new website idea for EcoSexuals. Only Limbs, or only blooms, or only blossoms, or I mean, there's a like
you can
if people are gonna start hooking up with trees, the business opportunities for you and me are endless. But I'm gonna follow up on this. I'll bring it back. If you're an EcoSexual, let us know. Write in. We'd love to have you on and talk to you about, what is it like? Do you ever get talk back from a tree? Do you ever have to go to couples counseling? Have you guys ever gone to a fight? Have you ever gone home late? And she's like, God, you're out with your friends an awful lot. And he's like, I don't move. I'm here I'm rooted literally in the ground. My root system goes on for miles. Where have you been?
I want to know what the better type of tree is to date. Like, are there specific types of trees? You think so?
Oh, redwoods are the Adonises of the EcoSexual, but you can't hold them down. That's the thing about redwoods, dude. It's like they're so erect that they go on for days and they're strong, and you can't stop them.
I think I'm more of a sequoia man. If I was going to pick,
I love that all the any viewers we had are like, I'm out of here. We're out. All right, dude. I think that'll do it. I think we should end on that note. I think we've said enough about EcoSexuals.
We've said more than I thought we would.
Listen, I support EcoSexuals. If you're an EcoSexual,
do
you? I'm a libertarian. If it makes you happy, if it brings you splinters, I just hope you have enough Neosporin on hand so that you don't get infections. And I hope that you have somebody in your life that'll take the needle and, prick dig the splinter out. I was going somewhere with that.
I wasn't sure where you're going with that one.
All right, man. Thanks for joining us. Bye.
Good stuff, dude.
They had to buck back a bit, dude.
Can we rebrand to Buck Back a Bit?
Bang my name, dude.
Bang my name, Buck Back a Bit.